Test 1 2 1 2 testing. Oh, is there a way to actually hear my own audio through this? I don't think there is. Oh well. Anyway, I will be using a script that I created for this, so I'll be basing it mostly off this, and I will be posting the script to the to my own Google Drives there, and then posting quick links and points in where this video I did certain things. So, alright. So the first thing you will need is Blender 3.0. Alright, actually. Yeah, alright. Oh yeah, it's 2.4. Alright. I need Blender 3.0 Plus, or at least a good version of, no, yeah, Blender 3.0 Plus. 3.3 is a good version since it will work with our Destiny stuff. You will need the VR chat, shush. You will need the latest, whatever it's called, VR chat compatible version of Unity. But however, because of a new thing called the Creator Companion, you will need that instead. I will not go over this because I genuinely still have no idea how to use it. So just download it, just go to your downloads, download it, sign in, go to your downloads, download the Creator Companion, it downloads, go through the setup, you'll have it. This stuff will go through it. So once you have it, and you will need to open up the alright, no, we're not going there yet. Alright, the next thing you will need is a character model, either from the drive, from the Google Drive, Google Drive, from here or from in here. However, I do suggest that you rip your own because of how UPGS needs specific things in its files for it to work correctly. So, but if you're going to do this request, it doesn't really matter since you will be needing to bake the textures and remove all vertex color. Next, you will need the UPGS shader, UPGS.shader. That comes with any shader rip. So you go in shaders, Unity, any of these will work. Well, actually, no. Only one of these will work for armor, for ghost, for ship, for sparrow, for weapon. If you're going to use armor, ghost, etc., etc. And then you can either get it from here or from the Shaders 2.0 drive, which I do not have a tab open for, but you can find it in the shaders, in the DMR Discord, in the shaders channel, in the pins of that. And you also need a basic knowledge of how Blender and Unity work, since I will not be teaching anything on how to use those. So please, or yeah, basically this and the The VRChat Creator Companion will, if you don't have the latest version of Unity installed, it will automatically install it in the Creator Companion for you, which is fine. Alright, Blender prerequisites. Blender prereqs. Before going any further in this tutorial, make sure you have already completed the Blender Player Gear ripping tutorial, which you can find on the Discord, in the tutorials forum, or and also in the Blender help pins, and also you can find it in here. Player gear ripping, shader ripping, and shader documentation. These two are the shader ripping tutorials, are the two tutorials that you mostly need to know about. However, shader ripping is almost exactly like gear ripping, except for you just rip a shader instead of armor. However, I do suggest ripping the gear and shader separately because they are ripped differently from the back end, and so it's just a mess if you do that. Rip them both at the same time sometimes. It's still unconfirmed, but that's just my thinking. Alright, if you did not follow player ripping tutorial and instead you got them all from the drive, please make sure there's a UV map called slots on it. Let me open up my main character, the boy, and make sure it's slots. It's either called slot or slots in either the UV map or in the vertex color attribute slot. It is both in there. So let's just wait until that comes up. I'm probably going to upload a uncut version of this just because it might be useful, but I'm going to try my best to edit this video. So hello uncut viewers, and none of y'all who are seeing the cut version will hear this, so lol. I kind of want to record the audio separately, but at the same time I don't really want to. Decisions. Alright. If you do not follow the player gear ripping tutorial and instead got the model from the drive, please make sure there's a UV map called slots from here. Please load, thank you. Please make sure there is a UV map called slots or slots, and there is a color attribute called slots. Otherwise, the Unity the UPGS will not work correctly. If the model has been gained from the drive and uses DDS textures and texture, please make sure the textures show a preview in Unity if you've already opened it. But if most likely, if they are DDS, they will show a preview in Please make sure that the DDS textures from the drive, if you got a model from the drive, will show in Unity. If they do not, you will have to rip it new. So let's see if I can find yeah, here we go. Textures. These are DDS textures. If they do not show a preview inside of Unity, then that means they are unusable. However, with most models on the drive, they will most likely work due to how Judd and the rest of the model uploaders and official upload them. However, if you got it from community uploads, make sure that they work because most people don't bother to clean things up. So it's mostly just raw textures. However, if it is a PNG file, something like that, not like that at all. Something, if it is a PNG file, then it will work fine inside of Unity. Alright, if you have done player gear ripping tutorial and are porting armor player, please make sure that your character has FK skeleton on it instead of IK skeleton. This is very important. This also applies to models you have gotten from the drive. Okay, if you have done that player gear ripping tutorial, and are porting player armor, please make sure that your character has FK skeleton instead of the IK skeleton. The IK skeleton looks something like this, where you can move it around with funny little boxes and icons. Please make sure that it is not that, not this. It will say IK skeleton. Instead, do Instead, do this. Delete. File, append. Locate your player skeleton. And then find your collections. And then get the FK of your choice. It will look slightly different because there's a new version of it, but it will say FK and something about Unity on it. So get your version of that, get it, and then just parent like usual. Parent armature deform, and there you go. Now it will work inside of Unity once you export it. Alright. Make sure you have named the materials like it is shown in player gear ripping tutorial to cut down on confusion when porting to whatever it's called, just so it's not as confusing whenever you're exporting the stuff. So let us get certain outfits. Let us set you to wait. Alright, there we go. That's a little better than what I was doing. Whatever I was doing. Alright. Let's make this easier on myself by choosing things that won't have a lot of moving textures. You know what? I think it might be easier just to do the Warren Newman set. So I already did that. Warren Newman and the exotics. Boop. Alright. There might be a few moving textures in here. That's fine by me. So if you have it, just click the skeleton A, right click, parent armature deform, and now the things will move. I'm just doing multiples of these just because it's nicer. Right now, select all of them. Very cool. Blender, file, export, FBX, selected objects. What is this? Wait, load. .fbx. Rename it export FBX. Make sure only the necessary models are selected, like the armor and skeleton and hands and neck, just so that it's nicer. So once that's exported, you'll have that there. So okay. Yeah, and name it something. You'll remember that on one of them is you'll likely have to change a few features if something doesn't work correctly or something's missing, or you want to add fizz bones later. We won't be covering fizz bones. I have a video over that, so you can watch that instead. Next, find the HD textures. Okay. Yeah, you can copy over the textures over into a new file named Unity Textures. I have all my textures sorted out in here so that I can just easily drag them over whenever I need it to. So it's already sorted for me. Next. Next, if you have a shader you're using on the armor, navigate to its SE model hash folder and into its textures folder. From there, grab the folder within there, etc., etc. So I already have my shaders, so just go in here, just grab this entire the entire Destiny model hash folder and just drag into the Unity texture stuff or whatever. What I'm going to do is just drag this entire folder into it. Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. I'm just going to drag the Unity, the armor.shader, the iridescence.lookup, and then this textures folder. That's what I'm going to be doing for the shaders that I have on the armor. And that's pretty much it. If you're using default shader, if you're doing the default shader on armor, but select the folder which has the armor piece you're using. Let's find wherever that stuff's at. Actually, no, wait, so I can just look over here. Their output 22. So you can just go into the textures and just drag this over. So for something like Loreley, you will be using most of this stuff. It will say on the Unity shader inside of its stuff. So I'll show that later. All right, we're now on to Unity project creation. So because it's a little different from my main script, I will actually have to show you differently. So open up your VRC Creator Companion. I don't have a shortcut on my menu. I need to add that, but open it up until it shows. It's a slow piece of. I should probably mute it earlier because you probably heard that in the background. Whatever. Anyway. Okay, now with projects, you need to add, and if you're doing, okay. Oh wait, no. Okay, wait, never mind. New, sorry, not add. New. Add is only if you're going to add an older one. So new avatar. Project, name it something you'll remember. Name mine for your WK main. Into your choose a location. If the location is already default set, whatever. Create. Now you just wait until it's created, and then once it's created, you can open it up. So this part will, all right, now it's created. Now you can open project. I'm going to add this and then add gesture manager, because you can end with the creator pan. You can add custom, whatever it's called, prefabs, whatever packages. So it's official, curated, and local user packages. I don't know all the fancy stuff. I just add that stuff because they're interesting. So open project, minimize, or actually wait. Yeah. And then we just wait. Yep, there we go. Now we just wait until it opens. Whee. I'm putting the volume back up on my music because I'm just bored. If you want to know the original way of doing it, just open up the Unity Hub. Make sure you've downloaded, create a project in the newest version. You'll be greeted by a fancy new menu. basically set it to 3D, change the name, name it something different. I'm not going to be using that because I'm doing my main character. And then it should be default, says your Unity projects folder and documents. Just change a different one if you don't want it right there. Create project. And once it's loaded, just bring in your models and whatever. So once it's all loaded, I'm going to be continuing my commentary. Ooh, boom, 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 boom. No, it's not that because it's FK. Would you please continue responding, you stupid Blender? Yeah, because this is FK, it doesn't have the fancy extras. I don't think I've shaded that yet, actually. I lied, it has been shaded. Oh yeah, it's the rainbow one too. Hee. Wait, did I only shade the mark, or did I shade the rest of it too? Yeah, I shaded the rest of it too, yeah. Alright. I'm just going to be using my ornament set instead. Whee. Winter. Yeah, it takes a while for it all to load. Hello, Uncut viewers. It is I, Hydrated Eye, Giggo, for your way out of Calsta. Okay, I'm gonna mute. Me mom came in. Something about my virus protection stuff. Charges like $100 for McAfee. McAfee shit, don't never use it. You can see how long it takes for it to load. This is like loading both a new Unity project and the VR chat stuff. So, since like with the Creator Companion, it automatically loads it all in. It was really neat, in all honesty. I'm still trying to learn all the fancy new stuff with it. Yeah, just go to VCC docs, VR chat, whatever. Just, yeah. Oh, hey, here's this one, finally. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Here it is, yep. Yeah, 31F1, 4F, 31F. Let's show you the new Unity hub while it's still loading in for Unity. I think it's gonna pop up soon, actually. Yep, there we go. Keck. Anyway. It's 25 minutes long. Alright. Just wait for it to load in a bit. Basically, if you don't want to use the VRCheck Creator Companion, I'm fairly sure you can. Wait, yeah, you still can, since like, yeah, Legacy Avatar and Legacy World, you can still download the stuff for the SDKs for it. So you can still do that, but it's better if you use a Creator Companion, even though it's very, very fancy. Okay. Very fancy and very weird and very hard to get a hold of, especially if your projects folder, like mine is in my Great Computer documents Unity projects. A lot of that stuff is Avatar 2.0s, and that it doesn't like Avatar 2.0. So, all right, it is loaded in. Yeah, basically in the old one, you just basically new project, make sure you're in the latest, and then rename it. Make sure you're on 3D. Rename it, and then create project. That's basically all you did. All right, now we get back into the main. All right, now that you have Unity, that is wrong. Boop. Now that you have Unity up, it is time to bring in your models and textures and whatnot. Bring in the FBX. Pop it in there, and you will see that it is stupid. It looks stupid. It always looks stupid. It never doesn't look stupid. There we go. Ta-da! It is a mishmash of lots of things. So, first thing. So, okay, what are you talking about? Dragging the FBX. So, first up, you extract the materials, put it into a new folder called materials, or you can just leave it out in the main area. You just leave it out in the main area. It doesn't really matter all too much. Alright. So, next we bring in the textures. I'm just going to bring in the entire underscore shaders folder just because it's just so much easier. It's loading, so if you can't see the thing, there we go. Yep. Yeah, just bring it all in. I ain't not gonna bother. It's all there. Easier to just bring an entire folder than specific things that I need. I just go in and grab them. Loading. Alright, now the shaders are loaded in. Let's bring in the textures. This is, yeah, more Newman. So, and textures, exotics. Bring that all in. Alright. Text underscore exotics. Text War Newman. Alright, let me go into materials. So first up, we are going to do the War Newman arms, and since I have, let's actually show you, I have the irradiant kerite underscore armor on this armor. So what I will be doing, okay, actually let's hide like all of you. Okay, let's all of you, no backup plans. Alright, ta-da. Just shift select. I can add in toggles later for whenever I want to toggle between specific armor or whatever. So I'm doing Destiny Irradiant Kerite I'm using on it. So Irradiant Kerite underscore armor. The arms. I'm using the holding right click and then using the WASD keys to navigate. So now we go into text underscore Warnewman. Then usually you can either go back into Blender and find out which one is from inside of here, or you can just click and drag and guess. But usually it's just easier to check and make sure. Basically, because I've done this a lot, I just know. Okay. Alright, yes, shaders. Turn that up. Ooh, let's actually move this up to assets, just so it's easier to grab. Alright, now we go back. Now we actually go into the textures, Irradiant Kerite. And then because it's armor cloth 1, armor cloth 2, armor plate 2, suit 6, armor suit 7. Now for all the normal textures, we turn off sRGB. We go back over here, control select all the normal G-stack and die slot textures, turn off sRGB, apply. It doesn't really help it, but that's fine. It's a little bit funky. That's fine by me, since I'm fairly sure it does some funky stuff inside of Blender too. Yeah, deep blue. I think it mainly uses its what its main is. Yeah, its main uses iridescence, so that's why it looks a little bit funky. Let's see. I shouldn't probably mess with this during here, but I just wanna. What is this dimension for prime 1? Oh, it's 0.712. Distance is 6. Yeah. It's probably something in the main I can't really change in here, I don't think. I said it. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it's just really dark. Okay. It's too late for that. Make these a little bit better. So that. Okay. It does nothing. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, because of how the things work, it's going to be really funky with irradiant Caroides. Basically, you just do this all the time. Let's actually see if we resetting it will do anything. Sorry, I'm silent. I am focusing. Wow, look at that. So very cool. For the nope, okay. Trial and error, baby. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's a bit dark, but I think that's fine. You could if you just set it to like this, it's gonna be a little bit better, but some funky stuff is going on inside the player node to make it not look correct. It's not completely overriding it. Yeah, some funky stuff's going inside. Transmission, you can probably boost it up a bit, but yeah, that could look a little bit right, but ain't what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it nice and dark. Yeah, that's basically what you do. Shader application. That's basically it. And it's just doing it over and over and over again. But for something that's not real funky, let's find Mind Vault's worse. Syntheseps. Alright. Syntheseps. Let's see, what shader do I have it on in here? I have it on Vibrant Medusa. Alrighty, Destiny, Vibrant Medusa dash armor. Click a cheeky little reset just in case. Vibrant Medusa, textures, shaders, drag in the essence, textures, exotics, Synthosips, diffuse, G-stack, normal, apply, just so it's colored correctly. Now time for the detailed textures. It doesn't look bad at all, wouldn't you agree? Alrighty. So let's do that again. Paragon Greaves. Just go in there. Paragon Greaves. Need glow, need pads. Destiny, because I used a polycarbonate powder. Boop, boop, boop. Paragon Greaves. Fuse, normal, G-stack. Apply. Powder, polycarbonate powder. That's not it. This is the way I do it. You can change up however you want to do it in your own way. I judging. But do note that there is a lot of setup for this stuff. So, yeah. Okay, need glow, need pads. Oh, yeah, this is a moving texture, which means I can show you the funny stuff. So, on the very bottom of the script, it's just basically, I have no idea what to do. It's just extra notes and whatever. So basically, what I would usually use for this, what I would usually use for this is Poyomi's Toon Shader. So let's open that up. Just go to her GitHub or Discord or wherever, whatever their, go to their Discord or GitHub or whatever. I just go to GitHub. I just won't bother to join the Discord or whatever. Go wherever there, download it, and then toss it into the project. Please show up. There we go. This is package, and then import. You could also use the, let me find it, shaders, Unity, and then light decal shader for stuff like, for non-moving textures, like the warlock bonds. Mainly, you could use those on that, so. I just need to reload a bit. Just like this, I hate it. There we go. Let's open you up. Alright. One pair of Greaves showing you. Yeah. It's basically if you had something like Warlock with the Warlock Bond shader, and you just it's just basically like this or whatever. You can just use the light decal shader on it. Let's actually grab the light decal shader too while we are here. Shaders, Unity shaders. Then the light decal shader. Once you're done loading in, I'll toss it in. And we're in. Alright. Poyomi's is in, so let's toss this in here. Alright. So let's unhide this. Let's give you the light decal shader. It's right here. So let's go down to Peregrine Greaves. So this is part of the main. See. See how it works a little bit in here. Let's just change you to a light blue. Bright blue. Yep, there we go. Ta-da! Wonderful. That might be useful for that. So now let's go over to the Peregrine Greave knee pads. So we can definitely use oh yeah, this DDS texture that won't show, so it will be completely useless inside of Unity, whatever it's called. Yeah, because it doesn't show, yeah, unsupported DDS file right down here. This is unsupported as it doesn't show a icon, so it's completely useless. So let's open you up. Let's just toss you in there. Let's toss you. Boom. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't look too good as it is currently. If we look at it in Blender, it looks a lot nicer. That's because it has this mess of nodes. That doesn't work because of the DDS right here. It doesn't look good in cycles. So you will need to convert that into a usable DDS or into a usable PNG file sometimes. So either one of those two, it doesn't really matter. So instead of using the light decal, we will go use Poyomi's Poyomi Tune. Normal. We might go to special effects, emission 0. So we're going to use, this is an emission map. Use colors map. Strength as 1. Vert, no. Set this to black, no. Set use transparent. Fade. No, let's keep you as transparent. Alright. The fun part is with the panning, so let's pan it by 2. So you notice that it only works whenever you're clicking something. It only looks like it's jerking around stutteringly. However, if you click play, go into this mode, notice that your changes won't save inside of the play mode. So you gotta watch out for that. So whenever I go in there, it starts moving. So in here you can play around a bit. So you can play around with it scrolling. So what I have in here is that it's right, yeah. What it usually goes is if I go -2, then -2, it's going up and right. Yeah, I think that's about right. In the add emission 1, toss this into here, place base color, colored another light blue, add 1 onto it, then we change it to -4, then -4. So it's going a little bit faster than the other one. And you can see it's just scrolling emission. That's how it works. But do note that the changes don't save, so make sure to copy material properties, unpause it. Oh wait, does it actually save? No. It does save. Ooh, this is new. Never mind. It does save. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Amazing. So the properties do save in this new version of Unity. That's wonderful. Like play, edit it, and then go back out of it and it saves. Oh, that's wonderful. No more copying and pasting and whatnot. Amazing. They probably added it because of fizz bones and stuff. Yo. Alright. Yeah, that's basically a basic emission, scrolling emission, whatever, whatnot. It won't really work on stuff like this, where the emission is tied to the G-stack itself. I think I could... No, wait, no, it's using the same material. So it has to be a separate material from the others. Otherwise, it won't really work. Because I have it, yeah, all this is connected to the emission right here. Goes in, goes out. As you can see, it's all connected straight to the emission. So it has to be a separate material. So if you want the emission on something like this and on like this, then you'll have to click right here to separate it into its own text into its own material. So all right. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that's pretty much it. As far as I know. That's pretty much scrolling, basic application. Actually, let's go over, let's boop, crown, boop. Oh, right, the hands, those are important actually. The hands and neck shader, actually, hands and neck stuff uses a completely different shader separate from the rest of it. Unity NPC, no, not that one. Hands shader, yeah, this one right here. D2 player hands shader. Probably saw it right in here. It is please know that it is an older shader, and so it has a bit of a useless feature on it, which is basically the tile diffuse and tile normal, since those no longer they're no longer used, because the hands used to be separate. It used to be separate things, like the palm used to be separate from the hand. They are no longer that. They're all one mesh, and so it's all contained within the all contained within a material inside of Blender. So yeah, basically you need to get the textures from the hands. Okay, yeah, let's toss it to main. I will words. I will post this file onto my drive if it's not already there, since it has the hands and neck textures. Let me check this project tools. Pause it. Yeah, whatever. Wait, no, it was... Yeah, my drive. Yeah, no, those are baked textures. Yeah, okay, I'll post these onto my drive. Same with the text sometime later. Probably sooner than it should be, but I'll post the textures of the hands on there. Basically, toss that on there, toss that right there, toss that right there. So these two non-color. So these two non-color. Yeah, okay. Find the neck piece. Set it to that. Set it to the hands texture again. Plop them all into place. Let's see, the neck is right there. Boop, boop, and boop. And it's done. So let me, oh, I don't have mark. Oh no. Boop, there we go. I'm no longer naked. Yeah, alright. Let me set the rest of it up. And let me set the rest of it up, and then I will get back to you for the final bits. I should note that it doesn't really matter what order you do things in as long as you do them. As long as you do the funny thingies, it doesn't really matter which order you do it in. Alright. Now I got the RN. Let's continue on. Is there direction that even work? Oh, it does work. Oh, okay. I was wondering about that. Alright. Let's end. So we need to do is add component. No, we don't. Well, I forgot the single most important thing, which is set the rig to humanoid. Apply. That is the single most important thing I forgot. Set the rig to humanoid. I don't know how I managed to forget that. I genuinely don't. Yeah, basically, if it's in T-pose, you're good. Just make sure that there's no red in here. A lot of everything's all connected. If you use the FK skeleton, it should be good. So, now that we do a VRC avatar descriptor, and then we do the edit view position, find where's the little ball? Where's the funny ball? Shouldn't there be a funny ball somewhere around here? Do they remove it? Okay. Very cool, they removed it. Anyway, playable layers. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just so confused. Shush. Where's the funny ball that knows the player look position? That is like the single most worst change they have made. Where's the funny ball? Wow, okay. That's just kind of cringe, not gonna lie. I can't find the funny ball, change my view position. It's basically, once you've got it all in, control panel, log in, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Auto fix. Auto fix. Auto fix. Okay, ignore that. Okay, yeah. Ignore that. Basically, as long as you can build and test. Yes. Okay. Alright. Ooh, doesn't the locking do something? I don't know. Basically, it's done now, as long as you do all that funny stuff. But what I'm really wondering about is the view position. Is that very obviously changed? It's creator companion, avatars. Small white sphere in the scene. I don't see no small white sphere whenever I... Okay. Test avatar built. Where's the small white sphere? Okay. That's probably a bug or something, because there's supposed to be a small white sphere. There is supposed to be. Anyway, once that's done, you can just open up VR chat. And then, ta-da. You can see the avatar. Test avatar main, that's offline, basically. Offline test avatar. Or avatar, whatever. I'm probably going to fiddle with some more ping BIOS that don't do this, but I am going to ping BIOS that the whatever it's called isn't always overriding the diffused when it sometimes should be. But it's also an issue, common issue with stuff. So I have no idea. We can probably just hack away into making it work, honestly. Just change this to, oh, it's the arms. Oops. Let's just oops. Change this to wide or something. Change that to 50. Maybe even. Just no, I won't do anything. Your show's open. Your chat. Alright. Load in, go. Lightbox testing world, because I just always always do testing in here. Just because easier. Alright. I'm in my small girl avatar. I guess low resolution avatars. Uploaded. No, wait. Other exotics. Yep. Alright. Oh yeah, there it is in the. Okay. Yep, here we go. Ta-da. It's even got moving textures. Yeah, this is a problem because there's supposed to be a funny white ball. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. Chest area, chest cavity, maybe lower chin. Probably have to check on. Supposed to be here. Yeah. Alright. It's just a problem with whatever it's called. Yeah, it's just straight up in the chin area. Okay. Yep. There you go. It's even got iridescence and stuff. Metalness, whatever, call it whatever you want. Ta-da. Avatar. Alright. Yeah, I was talking about the stuff right here. Set the value to set that to 0 and set it to 50. And then just jack the transmission up a bit. Boom. There you go. Looks great. Let's do the same over here on the Peregrine Greaves. First, we have to find where it's at because iridescence is -1. 10. Yeah, okay, this is it. Hey. 15. There you go, transmission jacked all the way up. It looks good. Shiny. Now, please note that this is not actually an ideal way to do it. It's like, this is like absolutely not a way to do it. It's like, please do not actually think this is an actual fix. This is just me messing around. So please do not think that it is an actual fix to the iridescence problem. It's just the fix that I thought would work. It does, so don't actually think that this will work on other things. So please, mercy. It's just really shiny. It's really shiny in here also, so yeah. It's just temporary fix. It's nothing official. I think that should be all. Unless I can just record further and just mess around while I add toggle and stuff. But I don't wanna. So goodbye for now, and I will never see you in the next video because good luck. So goodbye for now.